What is going on, Patriots? I hope everyone is having an awesome day. I wanted to give you all an update for those of you who are anxiously waiting for my Q videos to come out. Q has been very busy, as most of you know, over the last week. I think we have something like 140 posts, maybe 150 posts over the last 8 or 9 days. I have been working frantically to get caught up. I'm just on here. Hey, and we are live, by the way, so I can see everybody in the chat. And this is my bedroom. I have been frantically working to stay caught up with Q. And what I've done is I'm creating 3 different threads on Twitter that'll be 3 different videos once I get the threads finished. I have one thread that is primarily going to be about Spygate, the FISA, things that Q has been posting, declassification of the intelligence reports, all that stuff. That thread is over 200 tweets. And I finally put that thing to bed. The mystery about Jeff Sessions, all that's in one thread. That'll be a very long video that's coming. There's a second thread that is just on the drop that Q put out. The Spooks Are Spooked. It's about the CIA satellites going down, the supercomputers going down, the war between the CIA and all that. That's a second thread. That will be another video as soon as I get time. Hopefully over the next day or two, I'll get all these videos done. The third video is going to be about the Hillary emails, Alice in Wonderland, and the White Rabbits. I have been taking screenshots of all of those posts this morning. I went back and dug into all the old posts from Q from last year, and I'll be putting up the thread on Twitter on that subject today. That'll be just about follow the White Rabbit, Hillary, all that stuff. That'll be a third thread and a third video. So I owe you 3 videos now. And like I said, I've just been crazy busy trying to stay on top of this. I know it's frustrating. I know you're all waiting for the videos to come out. I've just been busy as heck trying to keep up with the research. A lot of this stuff, especially the FISA things and the CIA stuff, takes a lot of research to do. I've just been digging and researching and finding articles and cross-referencing things. So it's unfortunate Q decided to just drop a bunch of bombs, but I don't have a choice about when Q decides to go nuclear. So Q has been going nuclear for the last week. I will have the videos up as soon as I can. I may have one video up tonight, if I get time this afternoon to get a video done. I just want to let you know I haven't given up. I haven't quit. I'm still in there. Hey, thank you for the donation. I missed whoever that was. I've just been insanely busy. Yesterday morning, I got up at 2:15 in the morning. Couldn't sleep because I had a dream about some Q stuff. So I got up on Twitter and I started posting at 2:30 in the morning to create another thread. And I was up and I'm working on another thread today. So I am working as hard as I can. I'm working like crazy. Thanks for hanging in there. I know it's kind of a pain. You all been waiting, but I will get this up as soon as I can. Q is posting right now. I'm getting notifications on my phone that Q is dropping posts. I'm like I said, it's a lot of work. I'm just trying to keep up. The next videos that are coming out a couple of them are going to be fairly long. One will be short. I think the one on Hillary and the White Rabbits, that'll probably be a short video. The other one's hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I have to get the threads organized, do the video, do the editing, and get them uploaded. So I appreciate everybody hanging in there and waiting for me. I know it's been a pain. I do. Hey, thank you all for whoever is making those donations there. I appreciate that. I don't know how this whole thing works because I don't do live videos very often. But I do appreciate all your support. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your patience. You've all been very, very supportive, waiting for me to get my videos done. I wish I was the first one to put out all the videos on Q, but you guys know me. I'm not the first one to do the videos. I'm usually the last one. The way that I like to do it just takes more time. I have to do the research. I don't feel good putting something out that hasn't been researched. So, yeah, that I just wanted to touch base with everyone and let you know that I appreciate your patience. I'm working as fast as I can, and as soon as I get these videos done, I'll get them in a can and I'll get them posted. And I do appreciate you sharing them all. I'm getting stories all the time from people who are sharing my videos with their friends, with their relatives. People are getting red pilled. I got a message from a gentleman whose parents live in, I think, Scotland, he said. And they're in their 80s and they didn't know anything about Q. They didn't know anything about American politics. They started watching my videos and they're totally red pilled. They're on board with Q. They love what's happening. This is a global thing. Q is really changing the way we perceive government. Q has really given a lot of people hope too. I get messages from people all the time. What they love about Q is Q gives them hope for a better future. We've been watching society and governments become more corrupt as time goes on. And Q has given people hope for the first time in a long time. That is what I love about Q. Q helps me get up every morning and think, okay, the world is actually getting better. It's not getting worse. The corrupt people are being put away. I've been looking at the latest numbers on human trafficking arrests. There's been over like 10,000 people arrested in relation to human trafficking since Jeff Sessions has taken office. And that is probably 3 or 4 times as many as the Obama administration had in the entire scope of the Obama administration. So things are getting better, and Q gives us hope. And I am blessed, and I am fortunate. I feel fortunate to be able to give you good information, good news every day. Oh, not every day, as often as I do the videos. You guys know you can probably count on me to do a video about 2 or 3 times a week. As I get the research done. But I love doing this. It is a labor of love. I love the fact that you all enjoy what I'm doing, that it helps you. And like I said, I appreciate your financial support. I appreciate your prayers, and I appreciate you getting the word out and sharing it with your friends and family. So I think on that note, I might be wrapping this up because I have more stuff to do. Although if you have questions, I might, since we're live, I can maybe answer some questions. If you have questions, let's see. I can see the chat, so if you have questions, just throw them in there. Yes, ask Q when 911 will be declassified. That's a good question. Somebody posted a video of the president from 2016, and I guess in the video, Trump said, one day we are going to know the truth about 9/11. I think the president has yes, I'm still doing Supernatural Saturdays. Yes. I think the president has a plan to declassify and let us know the truth about 9/11. That will come down the road. Q has mentioned 9/11 early on, back in November of last year, if you look at the old posts. Q talked about a little bit about 9/11, a little bit about Las Vegas. So we'll know the truth on all this. Q has said they and the president are interested in full transparency. They're not going to put anything out that is going to compromise national security or cause a war with another country. But if anything needs to come out, it'll come out. Sandy Hook, I don't know. Q hasn't specifically mentioned whether Sandy Hook. I think Kavanaugh is a good pick. Yes. Uh, let's see. Uh, and Supernatural Saturdays, yes. I have a couple of Supernatural Saturday videos recorded that I need to edit and upload. I just haven't had time to do that. I have podcasts I want to put out, but I have to edit those and get them out. I have old videos I have to put out. I am busy like 10, 12 hours a day working on all this stuff, and I'm doing it all myself. It's a little bit difficult to do it all at the same time. Yes, I believe all of those people that you just mentioned are all going to jail. Hillary, Obama, they will all be charged. I would not be surprised if some of them end up taking their own lives before they get arrested. The dreams that people are having, the dreams that I've seen, the net is closing in. The arrests are coming. Some of them may try to commit suicide, and some are probably going to try to leave the country to a non-extradition country. I have friends who are sending me dreams, and the dreams are all kind of coming together, and looks like arrests are coming very soon for big name people. Let's see, looking at questions here. There's only 2 apps for Android. There's Q Drops and there's Q Alerts. I have both on my phone. You can try both. I'm using Q Drops right now because it's easier to read the messages. Am I concerned about censorship on YouTube? Oh my gosh, I have friends messaging me all the time. Hey, I can't, when I put in Praying Medic in the search, I can't find your name. There's like 13, 14 other things that come up, and Praying Medic has been taken out of the search on YouTube. Yes, there is some issue with censorship. There is big time issue with censorship on Twitter. People who've been following me on Twitter for years can't find my Twitter threads. That censorship is a big issue. Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey, Facebook and Twitter CEOs, will be in Congress testifying this week about that. And Q has told us the censorship is going to end. There will be government regulation, and if they censor viewpoints, they'll be fined. So hopefully we just need to hang in there a little bit longer. Hey, Europeans, hang in there, because Q has said, and we're seeing this already, the narrative or the subject matter is shifting to what is going on in the UK. Angela Merkel, Macron, and Theresa May, they're all under the microscope, and they have some problems. And the swamp in Europe is about to be cleaned up. We get our swamp cleaned up here, things under control here in the States, it's going to move to Europe. Q has already told us that. It'll go to Asia. Corruption is going to be removed worldwide. I'm not worried about FEMA camps. I've actually, as a firefighter, paramedic, I've worked with FEMA. They're good people. We do not need to be afraid of FEMA. Okay? Federal Emergency Management, they help in times of disaster. I know in the past people have freaked out about these plans that FEMA is going to round everybody up and put them all in jail. Under President Trump, that is not going to happen. Trump has got the right people in Homeland Security, FBI, CIA, NSA, and if there's any corruption, any weird stuff going on that would be a plan to hurt or abuse or enslave people, Trump is going to deal with that, and we do not need to worry about that stuff anymore. I don't know if anyone asked, but I think we're going to find out a lot more about the space program, the secret space program. This morning I had a dream about healthcare, and I've had several dreams about healthcare. In the dream, I was being shown people in healthcare who were corrupt, and someone was showing me that you could tell who those people were by the kind of training that they took. If you looked at the training they went through, it would reveal who was corrupt in healthcare. And I've had several dreams about that in the last couple of weeks, and I think Q is going to start talking more about big pharma, corruption in healthcare. So that's something to be on the lookout for. I think we're going to learn a lot more about that. Yeah, so we have a new appointment, a temporary appointment for John McCain's place in the Senate. We've got John Kyle. He's a former senator for Arizona. He, I think, had 4 terms in the Senate from 1995 to 2013. Very conservative guy. I think he's a really safe appointment. He has only agreed to stay in office through the end of the year. It's possible Governor Ducey may have to appoint another replacement next year, because Kyle retired from the Senate in 2013, and Jeff Flake took his place. And I don't know, I'm guessing that Kyle won't stay around for the full duration through 2020, so Ducey will probably appoint a second replacement for John McCain next year. Have no idea who that's going to be, but John Kyle is a safe bet for us for right now. He'll get us through the Kavanaugh confirmation hearings. He'll get us through some other things that the president needs to get done. He's a good appointment. Nothing to worry about there. Is Trump a Freemason? I don't think so. Do not believe so. Yes, I do think Senator McCain is actually dead. Q said some things need to remain buried. I think that was Q giving us a wink, a nod, to let us know McCain is dead. He's not going to go on trial. He's not in some secret thing. He's dead. That's it. Do not think we need to worry about that. Yes, Las Vegas. Q mentioned Las Vegas back in November. If you go back and look at the old post, just put in the search window on the Q website, put in LV and search for LV, and you'll go back to the old Q post where Q was asking, kind of hinting that there was an assassination attempt during the Las Vegas incident. I need to do a little deep dive on that. Maybe I should do a thread on it and maybe do a video. People seem to be very interested in that. I think we're going to learn the truth about that at some point in the future. Sessions is definitely a white hat. Look, all of the Trump haters are now piling on. Oh, we got to have Sessions. Sessions is our guy. We can't get rid of Sessions. Sessions is going to pull the trigger, and he is going to freak all of them out, because they'll have no ability to backtrack. They'll be like, wait, you mean Sessions is going to prosecute our friends? Yeah. Sessions is going to prosecute all their friends. And they stepped right into the trap. Sessions and Trump are playing a game. Trump is the master game player. He's got these people. Yes, D-Class is coming this week. I'm not sure what's going to be declassified. We suspect that the 20 pages of the FISA application will be unredacted. I suspect there's going to be some names in there that we don't anticipate and be surprised. The president could also declassify and release more text messages and emails between people in the FBI and DOJ. There's a lot of things that could be declassified and made public this week. That is what Q has hinted at in the last couple of drops from last night. Yes, we are going to find out who Q is. We are definitely going to find out. I have people that are sending me dreams all the time. And in the last 3 weeks, people have been sending me dreams about Q being revealed publicly. Let me tell you about one of the dreams that somebody sent me. When I think about this, I'm just like, wow, really? So in this dream, the person was watching a press conference. The president was holding a press conference. And he was talking, and all the reporters were gathered around him. And the president was at a podium. And he was talking, and all of a sudden, in mid-sentence, he changed the subject. He said, okay, now I need to talk to you about something else. And this person said, in the dream, there were 7 people sitting on chairs in front of the president, 4 people on the left and 3 people on the right. And they were just sitting there in the chairs and they didn't say anything. And the person said, several of them were military and a couple of them were generals. And they were sitting on chairs in front of the president. President is talking. He stops talking. A general walks up from behind him. President steps aside. The general walks up to the podium and says, I need to introduce these people to you. And the general then introduces each person that's sitting in a chair in front of the president and says, this person's name, that person's name, that person's name, and then introduces himself and says, for the last year, you have known us as Q. So the general introduces the entire Q team to the press. All right. Several people have had dreams like that where Q has been publicly revealed. All right. I think at some point in the near future, we're going to know who the Q team is. Q has already said you're going to freak out when you find out who's been talking to you. And I think we are going to find out one of these days. It'll be pretty cool. Who is Angela Merkel? That is a really good question. That is a really good question. Angela Merkel. We need to dig into that because Q has said a lot about Angela Merkel. That'll be a thread for another day and a video for another day when I get some time. I think Snowden has been flipped. Snowden was former CIA, became an NSA contractor. Back in February, March, Q was talking a lot about Snowden, and it seems like they flipped Snowden and he's now working for the president. I think Assange and Snowden are both helping the president in different capacities. The magic sword. The magic sword was interesting because Q had posted that picture of the helicopter, the military helicopters, and the video of the magic sword, and said this is what the guys who are doing this operation from last night, this is the music they were listening to. And then we get the drop about the bombs or the explosions at the airport in Syria, the military airbase in Syria. And Q kind of connected the magic sword to the bombing at the military airbase in Syria. Hey, baby, come on in.
Hey, I just wanted to
as long as you're not voxing.
No, I wanted to tell you what somebody's saying in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Somebody, I think Jeff Ferguson.
There's a pretty lady behind me.
I think Jeff Ferguson is asking about would you do an interview with somebody. So tell him I saw that. I screenshotted his question.
Jeff Ferguson.
And
my wife saw your question. She took a screenshot of it.
So we'll
asking about doing an interview.
We'll try to get
in contact with that person. I have been contacted by NPR and ABC Nightline. I'm not doing interviews with the mainstream media, just to let you know.
It doesn't sound like it's a mainstream media.
But Periscopers and friends and people that I trust, I will do interviews with them. I'm not doing mainstream media interviews right now. Don't want to give the enemy any more ammunition than they already have, right? All right. Hey, I need to get going because Denise and I have some work we have to get done before I do some more Q posts. Maybe I should do these live streams a little more often. Like maybe once a week I could just get out and do a live stream.
I can help you with the questions because they're going by so fast.
They're going by fast. We've got 3,700 people on here right now.
Holy cow.
We've got almost 4,000 people on this live stream. So the questions are flying by pretty fast. It's a little hard to read them. But tell you what, if you guys like this, maybe I can do a question and answer like once a week. And you can jump on and ask me questions and I can tell you I don't know the answers. All right, I got to get going.
Can you repeat again for people who came in late when you will do a Q video again?
When I will do a Q video. Oh, for those of you who are joining, let me explain what's going on. I'm currently working on the Twitter threads that I based my videos on. I have one thread that is done. It's over 200 tweets. It'll probably be between an hour and a half and 2 hours long when I get the video recorded. That is going to be primarily on FISA, on some of the older drops that Q had put out about Congress and different things. The second video that I will be producing here in the next day or two is going to be primarily about the spooks are spooked. When the satellites went down, CIA satellites, CIA supercomputers, all went offline, and there was that war going on between Q and the CIA, that'll be a second video. That thread is done. I just need to get the video recorded and get that uploaded. The third video, it will be just about Hillary, Alice in Wonderland, the Hillary emails, and the White Rabbits. I have the screenshots of all those posts. Got those this morning. I'm going to do the Twitter thread this afternoon and then get that video recorded. I owe you 3 videos. One on Hillary and Alice in Wonderland, one on the spooks are spooked, and then a third one will be just a long general video on FISA, redactions, Congress, some things about the president. So those 3 videos, they'll be coming out in the next few days. I just have to get everything put together. And Q is still dropping right now. As we're talking, Q is bombing. So I also have to keep current on what Q is doing. So like I said, I appreciate you all hanging in there. I appreciate you waiting for me. I wish I had the first Q videos out, but I have to do research. You guys would not like my videos if I didn't do the research. So I'm just going to keep researching. I'll get the videos out as soon as I can. All right? All right. I love you all. Take care. I got to figure out how to shut off this video. I haven't done a live video on my phone before, so I have to figure out how to end the video. Love you all. You're amazing. I will catch you on the next broadcast.